Hello once more, my wonderful friends. It's time for another Neckbeard story. This is from Reddit user May Elion. Apparently, I've been pronouncing that wrong. They actually wrote it down in parts so I could pronounce it right. I like the me yell ion, but you know, it's not right. Anywho, this is Neckbeard's Secret Society. Oh boy. Hello, Moonhorse. Hi. And Sango. She's asleep right now. Shh. Thank you for reading my last post. This one would be less funny and more frustrating, to be honest. It's also kind of long. Oh, jeez. A warning, some vague mentions of pedo behaviors and sexual harassment. Oh, this is going to make me angry, isn't it? The cast, myself, May Elion. History Beard, he's actually our class homeroom teacher, extremely sexist. Hain, H-A-I-N-E, I'm sure I pronounced that wrong. My friend, an awesome person who fed us information about the Milady group, and etc. Kingbeard, the leader of the Neckbeards. The legends are true. Rightbeard, a writer, pretty decent actually, but got worse when he merged with the other beards. Carbeard only likes two things in life: cars and ladies. Brickbeard, smart, but an extreme narcissist. Pissedbeard, prissy, overly sensitive neckbeard. Theaterbeard, he was kind to me, to be honest, but was pretty horrible to the rest of the student body. Had an underage girlfriend. Whoa. Even though he was already 18 at the time. Pedobeard. This one is a gay neckbeard that was lusting after a 5th grade elementary student. And I'm already angry. Oh boy. Aziraphale. An awesome teacher. He's named after the Good Omens character because he looks almost exactly like him, and they almost have the exact same personality, except my teacher's extra chill. High school was peak Neckbeard era, apparently. Yeah, it usually is. On to the story. So History Beard is what happens when a Neckbeard turns into an adult with a job. He's utterly sexist and a bit racist. He's tall, lanky, had a goatee that he actually thought was hella cool. It wasn't. He favored the strengths of men because men were superior to all females. The Bible told us so. This Bible... this B-squared Bible-banging bigot... I like your wordplay. Was a special type of beard, because he was in a position of power against us students. I still don't know why he decided to teach, even though he hates every non-straight, non-male there is, and he's racist to boot. To be honest, I am everything he hates in humanity. A queer... I'm not going to repeat his racial comment there. Asian female. The trifecta of his hate. He had to actively confirm that I wasn't Chinese, which I'm not, and grouped all the... I'll pass on saying some of these things. Let's just say Asian people as enemies. Oh, he sounds like a fucking prick. He hated my guts because I wasn't afraid of him, and I was pretty loved by a lot of the other teachers. He also hated the LGBTQ+ students, and would demand my trans classmate to wear a man's uniform, cut their long hair, and be a man. I've never wanted to hit someone with a blunt object more than right now, but I'm sure as I read on, it'll grow. Let's grow our hate together, children. He also told them to talk like a man. What the hell does that even mean? Which meant they had to speak in a deeper pitch. Oh, fuck off. This caused a lot of sadness and dysphoria in the class, especially since I was childhood friends with one of those trans students. And me, being the queer I am, was really affected that he kept bringing up the Bible and saying, "There's no such thing as LGBT. It's all because of the trauma you had as children." And that being gay is a sin. This fucking bullshit. I was still coming slowly out of the closet at this point, so that shit really hurt at the time. He established a secret society for the founding fathers of the new age. His narcissist ass would believe that shit. I fucking kid you not. I would send screenshots, but I deleted them all after high school, but fucking remember them vividly. And only men were in that group, and of course all the Milady gang is in it. This society is for the... This society is for, quote, the greats of the future, and, quote, only men can make an impact in society. If this group is the future of society, we gonna be dead, y'all. We ain't never gonna make it. Again, he deemed all women as inferior to man. He fucking said that out loud. He would think that. He's an idiot narcissist. How did I find out about this, you ask? Because one of my friends, who looked like a neckbeard, but he isn't, infiltrated the group and told us all the shit they planned. Bless you, Hane. Hane, being a loyal friend, told us all about the raids that the Milady Beards were planning. You see, History Beard was a big fan of absolute power. He said, "I hope that there will be a warring country," to show his genius tactician power. Armchair generals at their finest, I'm sure. He had a weird boner for power and being the paragon of a political animal. What the fuck? He's also a fan of Putin-level control over his classroom. He's a big fan of dictators. Surprise, surprise. Oh, yeah, I imagine. And these raids were planned to confiscate illegal contraband such as cell phones, which were banned in our school for some dumb fuck reason, cards, board games, and etc. You know, anything fun, which we only use on our lunch break. And he did this by planning with all the beards in class to snitch on whoever had them. He also, quote-unquote, hired some of the other students to become spies in the classroom. So basically, it became his pet project to turn the classroom into a trustless chaos with a bunch of high-strung hormonal teenagers. Just because it was fun, apparently. Remember what I said about narcissism? So a lot of students were at each other's necks because their stuff was taken, and they can only get it after the end of the semester, or if their parents get it for them. Basically, he ran the classroom like a communist country under war, and sees all types of liberation against his true world views, which made everyone that stepped out of his standards as an enemy. I think he wanted to do that third wave shit, plus the Illuminati bundled into a distractive mess of misconceptions. So some of us in class acted smart. We always used Haynes' information to settle the class, find the leaks, aka his spies, and etc. It was fucking exhausting to always be on guard, to be honest, but again, History Beard was a huge asshole. One of History Beard's spies was Pedo Beard. Pedo Beard owes me a lot of shit through the years. He was an asshole who manipulated his friends to sate his sexual fantasies. Disgusting! He used to date a friend of mine, which escalated into him finding out that he was hella gay and faps to 5th grade kids. The kid was barely 11, for fuck's sake, when we were 18. That is fucking disgusting. The kind of purification you need a flamethrower to finally get through. Call me a bitch, but I fucking called in all the shit he owed me by shutting up. I already reported him about the pedo thing, but private Catholic school, so they just folded that shit down and used it like toilet paper. It doesn't help that he has shown us his tiny ass micro penis. Fucking weird, man. He didn't report shit to Historybeard until the dictator himself found that his spy had been found and compromised. This is some World War II militia-level bullshit just because he wanted no trust in that classroom. He then shifted to Theaterbeard, who for all intents and purposes is a pretty decent neckbeard, if he wasn't banging a 15-year-old and was a total asshole to everyone he deems as having inferior intelligence and is talentless. So basically, 90% of the student body. Because Theaterbeard wanted to be popular, he wouldn't rat us out to Historybeard, who lectured him about being disappointed. He then turned to the infamous duo Riderbeard and Carbeard. You see, intellectually speaking, Riderbeard was actually pretty smart, kind, although when it came to miladies, he became borderline obsessive and stalkerish. That's why he's here. The boy stole his crush's stuff so he can valiantly return them, and so she can fall madly in love with him. My poor dude, that ain't how it works. He was in love with Brickbeard's then girlfriend, Holly, and shit turned south after a lot of things went missing. Carbeard was actually a pretty great musician, talented, had a great singing voice, is a pretty decent person. He's a little slow though, like somewhat unrealistically idiotic. But the thing is, he didn't have a mental handicap, which would explain a lot of the things he did. He was just slow. When I was chosen to be a student teacher, I was tasked to check on self-written biographies. He passed a block-style 4-page story about a vampire banging and falling in love with a car. No punctuations. I physically cringed reading and remembering it because of the format, the grammar, and the content. But out of all the Milady gang, he was the most decent. He was kind, just a bit weird. He didn't have the stalker tendencies, he just followed what Kingbeard wanted, which led him into the way of the Neckbeard. Of course, because these two were the dynamic duo that they were, they failed in finding shit. But they did manage to get a popular and well-loved girl in trouble, so they were hated for the rest of the year. Historybeard turned to another duo, Pissbeard and Brickbeard. Pissbeard and Brickbeard were my two most hated beards. They even out-hate Punchbeard by a meter. Pissbeard bullies Hane, even though we are all adults now and it's been years since high school. He makes the workplace they share hell for him, and that's just low. Hane, for his credit, is doing a pretty good job ignoring it, but because of Pissbeard, he is ostracized, all because of what happened in high school. And Brickbeard, he's a special type of neckbeard. He doesn't look like a neckbeard. He's well-dressed, intelligent, pretty well put together. But he's a total neckbeard with his fedora. And he led one of my friends into harm's way. Story for another time. The physical danger he proposed through his mere presence lasted till we all reached university. Anyhow, these two also failed in their jobs just because of sheer luck and some class teamwork. Our class is pretty close, except for the Milady group. So as the very last option, Historybeard was forced to turn to me, Diane, Athena, and Ella. As said before in the previous post, I was an honor student, so were my friends, and because of this, most teachers trust us with shit. So as his only option, he came to us like a petulant child. But of course, for all intents and purposes, we managed to just fuck all with this spy bullshit he wanted to establish. It took a solid 2 months before he just gave up, because the other students wouldn't rat each other out, and we kept on keeping him off of shit, and just basically fucking up his plans. Even though he wanted me to go all Anakin Skywalker on him and join the dark side, he was still pretty racist and sexist. He wouldn't even let the ladies of the class carry our own chairs because we're weak and fragile. It's fucking next level. Did I mention that I can be a big-ass bitch? Especially to sexist, racist bastards. Well, that's not being a bitch, my dear. That's justice.
Silence! Justice!
I swerved at his every command harder than a baby driving on an empty highway. When he said a woman couldn't do it, I'd find a way to do it, even if it took pain and an immense amount of effort to do. So one day he forgot his ID in the classroom as we're fixing our things, and Athena just so happened to find Historybeard's ID left in the desk. You see, in our school, you can't get in or out of the school without your ID. We have an electronic tapping system that opens and closes the gates. So by technicality, Historybeard was stuck in the school until we gave him back his ID. So we did a reasonably yet funny solution. We put the ID in an envelope and gave it to Aziraphale, my other teacher that I fucking respect to a fault, to hide. Yeah, he was in on it. He agreed and even fucking laughed at it. By the next day, we found out from Aziraphale that the supposed half-day that Historybeard had was extended to 8 at night, just because he couldn't find his ID. Historybeard even resorted to TSA-style patting down everyone who was in the faculty room before Aziraphale couldn't hold his laughter anymore and just gave up. To be honest, I'm surprised that Aziraphale stayed that late just for a stupid prank, which, again, added to my respect for him. Even though it's just a little revenge, it's still the little things that inconvenience him that make me happy, because they're the type that gets frustrated very easily. I mean, technically, he could ask the school guards to give him a temporary pass, but he was a prideful neckbeard and can't accept asking for help from a guard, because the guard is famous. So that's about it, the introduction of almost all of the beards in this marvelous universe of neckbeardery. But it mostly focused on Historybeard because he really fueled some bullshit in high school. So people, be happy, kind, and change for the better. How are they now? Well, Historybeard, he got kicked out of the school a year after I graduated from high school. I don't know what came after him after that, and I really don't want to know. Kingbeard is still a neckbeard, and still tells me to stay cool, which is awkward coming from him, the purest example of uncool, lanky neckbeard. He had an ego that he always thought that he was part of the exclusive popular crowd. I'm sorry, dude. You ain't one. Rightbeard turned out pretty normal now. I think he's taking college for literature. Carbeard has his life being put together, and to be honest, it's inspiring how he's doing great and changing his life. Brickbeard, still an asshole. He tries to contact me, but his sheer beardery is so strong that you can feel it in another continent. Pustbeard. He has become the true paragon of a total asshole neckbeard. His Facebook posts are all about women rejecting him. He is still fucking bullying Hane at their place of work. Fucking asshole. Like, you're an adult, dude. Don't pull that kindergarten shit. Theaterbeard got into a third-rate college, last I heard. Pedobeard is still a beard, and he kept shifting schools, last I heard. I think, last I checked, he shifted the third time after complaints about him went up in the school administration. Yeah, the complaints are usually sexual harassment. Aziraphale, still an awesome teacher, and is now teaching my younger brother, who will be graduating high school next year. My brother says that he's one of the best teachers he's ever had. A statement I support completely. Oh boy. What a fucking story, man. This guy sounds like a total fucking narcissist. An absolute prick. I, first off, am really sorry you had to put up with that, but yeah, I definitely have met people like that. That whole power trip shit where it's like, I'm the one in charge, so therefore I run everything. And they can't handle anyone challenging their authority on anything. It's really, really narcissistic, and it reeks of, like, deeply repressed problems that they have in other areas of their life. Like, I'm willing to bet the main reason he was that much of an asshole in his classroom because in his private life he has little to no control over a lot of things. That's usually how that falls. Guys like that, they just can't deal with things not going their way. How dare people don't listen to every word I say because I'm a genius. Brr. Fucking bullshit, man. Anyway, thank you all for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this story. I know I certainly did, and I look forward to more. If there is more. I really hope there is. If you would like to piss off YouTube and do something good for me, you can like, comment, and subscribe. You can even share this video. YouTube doesn't seem to like me. I don't know why. I was always nice to them. No, I wasn't. Let's be honest. And if you'd like to support this channel, you can donate to Patreon, or you can buy something from the merch store. And if you have your own story, you can send it to my subreddit at r/Moonhorse Stories. I keep forgetting to talk about that, but now I will. So, yes, the donation thing is very important because, much like PBS, this channel is sponsored by viewers like you. I love you all so very, very much, and I'll see you in the next episode. Okay, goodbye now. Goodbye.